Have you ever taken a moment to appreciate the fascinating journey your favorite apple juice takes before it reaches your glass? From the moment the apple trees bloom in the orchard to when the juice is finally bottled and shipped to your local store, the process behind making apple juice is far more intricate than you might think. It's not just about picking apples and squeezing them. There's an entire world of hard work and dedication behind every sip. So, if you've ever wondered how that refreshing apple juice ends up in your fridge, buckle up, because we're about to take you on a wild ride, tracing the journey of apple juice from the orchard to your glass. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out. The apple orchard, where the journey begins. The adventure begins in the apple orchard, where rows of apple trees stand tall and proud, their branches laden with the promise of a bountiful harvest. Did you know that some apple trees can live for over a century? These ancient giants have stood the test of time, witnessing generations come and go while continuing to provide us with their delicious fruit. They are the heart of the apple juice journey. Each apple tree isn't just a provider of fruit, it's also a symbol of resilience and generosity. Every year, these trees shower us with a bounty of juicy apples, each variety offering its unique flavor, texture, and color. Whether it's the sweet and tangy Gala with its vibrant red skin, or the tart and crisp Granny Smith with its bright green hue, there's an apple for every taste bud. These apples are bathed in sunshine and nourished by the earth, and they are about to undergo a delicious transformation that will ultimately bring apple juice to your glass. Harvest time. Picking the perfect apples. The moment the apples ripen to their peak sweetness and juiciness, it's time for harvest. This is one of the most important steps in apple juice production, as the quality of the apples picked directly influences the taste and richness of the final product. Harvesting apples isn't just about picking fruit from the trees, it's about choosing the perfect moment when each apple is at its best. Skilled pickers, whether humans or machines, carefully gather the apples, ensuring they remain undamaged as they are harvested. In orchards where the trees grow tall, pickers use ladders to carefully pluck the ripest apples from the highest branches. This requires precision and careful attention to avoid bruising or damaging the fruit. In other orchards, mechanical harvesters may be used, gently shaking the trees to encourage apples to fall onto cushioned mats below. This method, sometimes referred to as apple rain, ensures that the apples land softly, minimizing damage. Regardless of the method, the goal is the same: to harvest the apples with care, ensuring they are ripe and ready for their next step in the production process. Apples that are picked too early, before they have fully ripened, might be too tart and lack the depth of flavor needed for delicious apple juice. On the other hand, apples picked too late may be overripe and soft, compromising the quality of the juice. Only apples that are carefully selected at their peak ripeness are sent for the next phase of production, ensuring the best possible flavor in every bottle of juice. Apples on the move, the journey to the factory. Once the apples are harvested, they are carefully packed and prepared for their next stage, the journey to the juice factory. This is where the transformation from fresh fruit to delicious juice begins. Trucks, often specially designed for transporting apples, load up with freshly picked fruit and make their way to the factory. These trucks are like mobile apple hotels, ensuring that the apples are transported securely and safely. The apple transport process is incredibly important to maintain the freshness and quality of the fruit. The apples are stacked carefully in the trucks to avoid bruising and are often covered to protect them from the elements during their journey. The trucks are designed to keep the apples at the optimal temperature and humidity, preventing them from getting too warm, which could affect their quality. As the apples make their way along the road, they must be handled gently to avoid any damage that might affect the juicing process later on. The journey from the orchard to the factory is often a lengthy one, depending on the location of the farm and factory. For this reason, special care must be taken to preserve the apple's condition during the transport process. Once the apples arrive at the factory, they are ready for the next steps in their journey, transforming into the refreshing juice that will eventually be enjoyed by consumers everywhere. Cleaning the apples. A refreshing bath. After the apples arrive at the factory, they are given a thorough cleaning to ensure they are free from any dirt, dust, or residues they may have picked up during the harvest and transport process. This is an important step in ensuring that only the freshest and cleanest apples are used in production, as cleanliness directly affects the quality of the juice. The apples are placed in large washing machines that gently tumble them, removing any dirt or debris. The cleaning process is delicate, as the apples must be thoroughly rinsed without causing any bruising or damage. Think of it as a spa day for the apples. They get a refreshing bath to prepare them for the next stage of juicing. The water used in the cleaning process is carefully monitored to ensure that it's at the right temperature and that the apples are washed without being harmed. This washing process serves another purpose too. It removes any pesticide residues or other chemicals that may have been used during the growing process. By ensuring the apples are clean and free from any potential contaminants, the factory guarantees that the juice is not only fresh but also safe for consumers. Once cleaned, the apples are ready for inspection and quality control before moving on to the next phase. Sorting and inspecting. Quality control. Once the apples are washed and cleaned, they undergo a rigorous quality control check. This step is essential to ensure that only the finest apples make it to the next stage of production. Trained inspectors carefully examine each apple for any signs of damage or imperfections. Apples that have bruises, cuts, or signs of overripeness are discarded, as these imperfections can negatively impact the quality of the juice. This stage is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the final product. The juicing process relies heavily on the quality of the apples used, and any damaged or subpar apples could lead to a lower quality juice. Only the firmest, juiciest apples, those that are free from blemishes, make it through the quality control process. These apples are then set aside for juicing, while any apples that don't meet the necessary standards are discarded or used for other purposes, such as apple cider or animal feed. By focusing on quality control, the factory ensures that each batch of juice is made with the best possible apples. This attention to detail guarantees that the juice will have the highest flavor and nutritional quality, giving consumers the best apple juice experience possible. Turning apples to mush. The crushing process. Once the apples have passed the quality control check, they are ready for the next stage, crushing. The selected apples are fed into large machines that crush them into a pulpy mixture called pomace. This step is where the apples start to release their juice. The crushing process is essential because it breaks down the apples, making it easier to extract the juice later on. The pomace, which consists of a mixture of crushed apples, juice, and pulp, is a thick, mushy substance. Imagine a giant food processor working to turn the apples into a juicy pulp. It's a messy but necessary step, as the goal is to break down the apples into their simplest form so that the juice can be separated from the pulp later on. During this stage, the air fills with the sweet aroma of freshly crushed apples, and it's easy to imagine how the juice will soon begin to flow. The crushed apples are then ready to move on to the next stage, pressing, where the juice is extracted. Pressing out the goodness, extracting the juice. Now that the apples have been crushed into pomace, it's time to extract the juice. The pomace is placed in large presses, which apply pressure to squeeze out every last drop of juice from the mixture. This process is vital, as it's where the sweet, flavorful juice is released from the crushed apples. Think of it like giving the apples a big, juicy hug. The press gently but firmly applies pressure to the pomace, forcing the juice to flow out. The juice that is released during this process is pure, fresh apple juice, packed with flavor and nutrients. The pressing process is crucial for ensuring that every bit of juice is extracted and no precious liquid goes to waste. This step is one of the most exciting parts of the process, as it marks the transformation of crushed apples into something even more delicious and refreshing. Apple juice. Once the juice has been extracted, it's nearly ready to be enjoyed by consumers, but there's one more step to ensure the juice is smooth and free from unwanted particles. Straining out the bits. Filtering the juice. After the apples have been pressed, the final step in the juice-making process is filtering. No one wants to drink chunky apple juice, so the freshly pressed liquid is passed through specialized filters to remove any leftover pulp, seeds, or unwanted particles. This critical step ensures the juice is smooth, clear, and easy to drink, free from any undesirable texture or floating debris. The filtering process is designed to produce high-quality, refined juice. As the juice flows through the filters, all impurities are carefully strained out, leaving only the pure, fresh juice behind. This step is crucial because it helps to create a smooth, refreshing beverage that is pleasing to the taste and texture. It's an important detail that guarantees the juice is free from any unwanted chunks, ensuring a flawless drinking experience. Once the juice has been thoroughly filtered, it's ready to be packaged. The juice is then bottled and prepared for shipment to consumers, where it can be enjoyed in a variety of ways, whether in glasses, as part of a smoothie, or mixed into recipes. The result is a perfectly smooth, refreshing glass of apple juice, capturing the essence of fresh apples without any distractions. It's the final touch that ensures the highest quality product for consumers to enjoy for months to come. Bottling up the goodness, ready for your glass. After all the hard work, the apple juice is finally ready to be bottled. The moment we've all been anticipating has finally arrived. The filtered juice is pasteurized to eliminate any harmful bacteria, ensuring it's safe to drink. Pasteurization involves heating the juice to a specific temperature for a set amount of time, which kills any potential pathogens while preserving the juice's natural flavor and nutritional value. Once pasteurized, the juice is poured into bottles, ready to be shipped to stores near you. The bottling process is a marvel of modern engineering, with machines working in perfect harmony to fill, seal, and cap each bottle with precision and speed. Each bottle of juice undergoes careful inspection to make sure it meets the highest quality standards before it's packed and sent out for distribution. The journey from the factory to your local store involves careful handling, transportation, and logistics to ensure that the juice arrives fresh and ready to be enjoyed. The final sip. Now that the juice has made its way to your store, it's just a short trip to your fridge where you can finally enjoy the fruits of all that hard work. When you take a sip of apple juice, remember the incredible journey it took to get there. From the orchard where the apples were picked to the factory where the juice was made, and finally to your home, each step is a testament to the dedication and hard work of countless individuals who play a role in making sure that every glass of apple juice is perfect. So raise your glass and toast to the humble apple and the magic of juice making. Every glass is a celebration of nature's bounty and human ingenuity, bringing joy to so many with each refreshing sip. Thank you for joining us on this delightful journey from orchard to glass. We hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating process that transforms fresh apples into the delicious juice you love. From the careful harvesting in the orchard to the meticulous filtering that ensures a perfectly smooth drink, every step of the journey is a testament to the care and craftsmanship behind every sip. If you're as intrigued by the world of food production as we are, be sure to stay connected. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you'll never miss out on more captivating insights into the foods and beverages we enjoy every day. There's always more to discover about the stories, science, and secrets behind the meals that bring us together. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonderful world of food with us. Cheers to your next delicious adventure.